Boynton, what are you doing on the phone? We're about to have a podcast here, man.
Dude, I'm ordering some food. I cannot do a podcast on an empty stomach, bro.
What? I told you this was our first episode of the new year. We had to be prepared, man.
Well, dude, New year, new me, man. I've been prepared all of last year. This year, I get to be a little unprepared.
You didn't eat. You didn't eat beforehand. Like, what's going on? Why do we have a schedule, man?
I had a little bit of peanut butter, just straight out the jar. Yeah, that was good. But now I feel like, I don't know, something fried, something. I don't know, something that'll put me in food coma later.
Oh, food coma. Okay. And what drink do we have here?
Oh. So we have A&W Zero. Isn't that the politically correct way to say a diet drink now?
That's the hip way.
Oh, that's not.
If you want to seem old people drink diet drinks. If you're cool and hip,
okay,
it's Zero.
So that's A&W Zero, and it is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I wish I had some ice cream, man. I'd dump it in there.
I feel very hip.
Yeah.
When I took a sip of it, so. And is that the doorbell? Your order's already here? Come on in.
Wait, there's no way.
Hi guys. I'm DoorDash, Uber, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, what's the name on the order?
It's Thor and the Boy.
Oh yeah, that's us.
Special order.
Special. Okay, well, come on in, man.
That was way too fast, and this guy looks way too familiar.
My agent called me and he said, "Get it pronto, or you lose your job." So.
Well,
thankfully, it's down the street, so it's here, ready to go.
Okay, well,
do you know what you ordered?
I don't know. I just came in.
Do you know what you ordered?
I just kind of no.
On the description, it said fried. Did it say crispy? But it definitely said delicious.
Is it from our certain bird family of meats?
It is indeed.
Been having a lot of bird food lately. Not bird feed, but like bird
food.
Yeah.
Did you
It does smell good though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find Gary Gobbler's leftovers? Is that what you use?
I gotta keep it a secret. I have to keep it a secret.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
All right.
See the surprise.
Let's do this.
Let me go get some plates.
Okay. Right. So while you're getting the plates, let me. I've watched all your guys' podcasts.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Do I remember all of them by heart? No.
No.
But I do remember.
Which episodes were like your top 2 or 3?
The latest one with Cheryl.
Yes.
Was great. I remember seeing Olga's, and I watched all of them. I don't think I could put, well, what's the best? What's all that? But they're all great. They're all great and unique in its own way.
Oh, awesome.
I'll tell you right now that I'm very nervous being here because I've never been in a podcast. So apologize if it is a train wreck like me.
Well, this is exciting. Well, you know what? Since we're past the little skit part, let's introduce you. This is Jeremy Tinaco.
Yeah, Jeremy.
How's it going, guys?
Great actor, also a stuntman. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Yeah,
and,
talking about stunts, oh my gosh, I'm recovering from another injury, of course. I feel like every month or something, I'm like pulling something, bruising or whatever. But that's the life.
It really is, man. Should we try
Yes.
before we get started? I'm really curious as to, because we have no idea what Jeremy actually brought for the skit.
Well, Boynton.
I already saw it.
Boynton, he orders something and then he just forgets.
That's right. Well, now you remember. I remember you guys were asking, I think it was Olga, what's your favorite chicken spot? I don't know who it was. I forgot. But correct me if I'm wrong, you guys said that you never had Jollibee.
No, I have.
You have.
Well,
He took me.
Oh, you did?
Or get some napkins.
You did. Well, I brought some Jollibee. I brought some Jollibee
okay.
today because when I saw that, and maybe I heard it wrong, I was like, oh my gosh, you've never had Jollibee?
I did.
See,
Boynton,
now-
I think that was on our first.
I think that was our very first.
Because that's when we talked about like the fried chicken.
But he didn't get the actual chicken. He only got chicken strips that time.
Oh,
Which were pretty good.
You
Yeah,
got
you
chicken
got-
strips?
Yeah.
I don't know how the chicken strips taste. I kind of wanted to
The
get
fried
it,
chicken is really good. Though.
but
okay.
I got the. Hold on, let me. I don't want all that noise. I got the original. Chicken.
Nice.
And the gravy. Did you have it with the gravy?
I tried some of the gravy, yeah.
Okay. Did you have the chicken with the gravy?
Yes.
Okay, great. Awesome. Well,
Jeremy is very,
pass it down.
All right.
I wanted to share with y'all.
Thank
I don't
you,
want
Jeremy.
to. I don't
That's
want to come in
Dude,
empty-handed.
so kind of you. You want a thigh or a drumstick today? I'll go with the thigh.
Big boy, big body.
There you go.
Crazy because I didn't eat today, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm
about
very
it.
hungry.
Watch, there's gonna be so much that we have to cut out because we're just gonna be munching on chicken the entire time.
ASMR. Wait, I gotta do it.
All right, you gotta do the gravy, bro.
Oh.
Here, put a little bit of gravy on there. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
That's right. You're right. You're definitely right.
Cause that gravy is the shit.
This is
There you go. Put a little bit of gravy on there.
this is amazing. Here we go. I'm gonna do it. Oh wait.
Just kidding. All right. Okay.
That was a horrible first bite, but
Gravy is messy. Okay. I did not think we'd be eating fried chicken on the show today.
New year, anything's possible, Boynton.
exactly. New Year. My goodness, it's the beginning, and the beginning of the year has just been so busy in the best way. It is good.
Have you done any projects so far? At the start of the year?
Oh, well.
We're gonna have to do a lot of editing around the munching, or not. I think people like the raw experience.
Experience.
You know what I mean?
I'll put that aside for right now.
I mean, really, the thing that this show has kind of become, I know it's about, like the Bay Area film industry and everything.
Definitely.
But I don't know if you've seen all the episodes, but there's a food segment in every episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Food, candy.
You came prepared. You knew what you're getting into.
Well, you've seen
Yeah,
all the
'cause I'm-
episodes, so...
I've seen all of them, so
You got all of them.
that's right. That's right.
Have you been enjoying them?
They're fun.
Good,
The
good.
script one, I believe what's it called? You brought the suggestion of like everybody comes with an idea and then you keep on adding it on the script and stuff like that. That sounds fun. That sounds super fun. Have you worked on it a bit more?
On the script, yeah, I think I'm at like 40 pages.
Oh,
on that
wow.
one, so...
He works
halfway.
fast. He works super fast.
How about you, Jeremy? Do you do any script writing?
No, not at all. My artistic skills end when it comes to writing. I'm not a good writer. I respect the writers because that's a skill in itself. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have that sense of creativity.
How about you, Boynton? Have you worked on your script last time we talked about it?
No.
Oh, I was like, which one? Which one? The one you have been working on for a while.
For a really long time.
Progress. Progress is better than perfection. So, keep at it.
I haven't made any progress though.
Oh, okay, well, hey, like you said, new year. It's time. It is time. Yeah. And so since it's a new year and whatnot, do you guys have any New Year resolutions?
I hope to shoot my 4th feature this year,
Oh.
so that's on my plate.
And is this feature based off of the script that you're writing right now?
No, it's I wrote the script. It's been written for a while. It's about a stuffed animal like thrash metal band that comes to life.
Horror?
There's a bit of horror influence. I will say it's kind of like the spiritual successor to Scorned Waifu.
Nice. Very, very nice.
And there's the ghost of...
Sorry, I'm just not used to the noises on this floor.
Are we pausing?
go.
Or...
No, you're good.
I think
Oh,
we're good.
okay.
We'll fine.
Awesome. Great.
But yeah, it's like kind of inanimate objects come to life and start to kind of create
And
some chaos.
where's your little stuffed octopus? I think it was.
The lobster?
Is it the lobster? Yeah, where's the lobster?
He's back at.
Oh, okay, he's on his day off.
He's on his day off. He'll be in the next. Well, he has a little cameo in like every film,
Yeah.
but the next film, like,
Oh, okay.
he'll be hard to miss.
Okay. Keep it down a little low. And then how about you?
So, I believe I'm going to be on set in early February for the latest Wild Dogs film. So,
Who are you playing?
I forgot the name of the character,
Okay.
but I'm a day player, so I don't have like a huge role. But
okay,
yeah,
okay.
are you in the next one too?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
I am.
good.
I am.
That's
And it's really cool because I've always been like just saying it out loud, like, oh, one day I wanna work on a Wild Dog production, like, and actually have a speaking lines and stuff like that because I've been doing stunts for them and it's great. It's super fun. Like the last movie, I haven't seen it and I wasn't at the premiere because I had to do some sort of theater thing, and in that theater thing is the first ever live performance that I ever done in my life.
Yeah.
So I was kind of thinking, I was like, should I go to the premiere? Or should I like take this as a experience opportunity? So I took that as an experience opportunity rather than the premiere. But I wanted to see it so bad. Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's is it streaming?
No, not yet.
No, okay,
The
okay.
Nothing Man, I just came
Nothing
in.
Man is
Right,
streaming.
right.
But yeah, I mean that premiere was a lot of fun. They packed 2 theaters.
You guys both
Well,
went.
yeah,
Awesome.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Two theaters.
2 theaters.
That's
Your
amazing.
stunts were.
That's amazing.
The
Oh, you
stunts
saw
looked-
it?
yeah.
Oh, cool, cool,
Stunts
cool.
looked amazing,
I hope.
dude.
I hope so.
Yes. So I mean, let's go over your background a little bit. Like,
Right.
so like
Did you?
we know you do stunts. We know you act. Of course, you were the lead for Michael Thordarson's film
Yes.
called
Right.
Scorned Waifu.
2000 and
Also, like I saw that you were a fantastic actor, and I even told like Michael and Marilyn, I was like, hey, look, this guy's not just a stunt guy. This guy can act. So I want to put that out there because I
Appreciate that.
think you have great capabilities, and you had like actually really good comedic timing in that film and everything. So,
Yeah.
but take us through.
I
your little
want to
journey.
know, was it stunts or acting that got you? Like, what was the first?
if you want to go back, like before high school, my buddy and I, we grew up together, and we've always like loved Jackie Chan movies, Mission Impossible, and we loved doing parkour. We always used to do that. You guys are familiar with parkour?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And so our parents didn't really know what we were doing outside of school time, and then when they found out, they were like, "You're gonna break a bone. You better stop doing that. What are you gonna do with your life?" And then we kept on doing it because we loved it. It's the art of movement. It's the thrill. And after that, I went to high school, and in my high school, I was in a family. They call it a family for 4 years, and it was a media-related program in that 4 years or 3 years. And so that's when I got introduced to photo, to video, to animation and stuff like that. And we started making videos. And then after high school, I stopped because I was like, this is child's play. This is not gonna pay the bills. This whatever. And then while I was at my day job, just one night I was watching. I don't know what I was watching, but I said, why can't I at least try? Why can't I just put my step forward and try? And ever since then, I started messing around with it. I started meeting people and just went on from there. But I haven't been serious about it until last year. So when you guys met me, I was like,
You were dipping your toe, kind of.
I was more of a foot.
A foot.
Yeah, I dipped my toe. Now it's a foot. And then last year, I got it more serious into it, taking training more serious and all that.
Yeah, I mean, not like when you were in it. I mean, like now involved in stunts and acting and stuff like that. Is there one direction that you want to go more with than the other, or was it were you like, did you feel like I'm more of a stuntman, or did you feel like I'm more of an actor, or did you just think like I'm a hybrid, or what is it?
As of right now, I think I perform better as a stuntman. You're really hyping me up. My ego is like boosted crazy about my acting, and I don't see it that way. I review it, and I get embarrassed, you know. But like each time I see it, I see improvement, and I fine tune one thing, whether it's listening, reacting, or backstory and stuff like that, and it gets better and better. So before, it was always about I want the spotlight. I never had like attention and stuff like that. I want to be the center of attention, or maybe I did always have attention. I don't know, but I loved just being in the center, you know. And then once you review your footage, you're like, man, that's trash. Like, really bad.
You know, but that's okay. At least you see it, and for you to be able to say that is trash about yourself,
Yeah.
shows that you're extremely self-aware. And when you're that self-aware, you actually do improve.
You're critical. I mean,
Very
Right.
critical.
like I feel kind of every actor kind of has that where they see themselves and they're like, it's a little.
Oh,
cringy.
look, I mean, like, I did this film called Home Free years ago, and it's when I first started acting.
When did you first start, by the way?
Oh, so started professionally acting in 2017.
Okay.
It was like
Gotcha.
the fall of 2017.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I got my first paid work. That's when I got my first film work and everything. But it all happened very quickly. And in the beginning of it, I shot something that started off as like a short series, right?
Nice.
And then they cut it into a full film. But I mean, that film stretched out for several months because the way we shot it was like a series. But the first half of that film, I mean, I still watch like the first half of it, and I like cringe because there was many times where my timing was completely off. It sounded like I was acting. And then there was parts of that same film where my facial expressions were overacting.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, I was overdoing it, you know? And then by the second half of the film, I actually feel like I started hitting my stride. And then I think I performed much better. But I mean, this kind of stuff never really quite goes away because even in my own film that I wrote, like there's parts of that I'm like, I should have done that differently. You know, I was like, ugh. You know, and so that's important. But that's how you improve.
That's how you improve.
Yeah.
You know, you have to start. You know,
Yeah.
regardless. But I started. Actually, the first feature film was on yours.
Oh, I'm honored.
What year is that? That's just a while ago.
We started in 2021.
Yeah.
2021. Oh my gosh, good times.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
look,
times.
like the best way to get practice is
Doing it.
to do it, and
Get the reps in.
no better way than to be thrown in as the lead of a film. Well, that's kind of like what happened to me.
Yeah.
You know, and like you started off as a lead in this film, and you had kind of like, you know, you had a lot riding on you.
A lot of weight.
Yeah. But I will say this: it was such a small cast, right?
Yeah.
That it felt very intimate. You know what I mean? Because it was just like,
We got along so well.
Yeah.
Like the cast got along so well. It was
The
so
casting on that
fun.
film was good.
It was family members and like people that I knew that I worked with Kim. Kim was one of the first actors I worked with on a paid gig. Crazy story. I'll leave that to the side. But yeah.
before because I think we're going to talk about this film quite a bit, Scorned Waifu. Can we so before we speak more about this, can you give a short synopsis of what Scorned Waifu is about?
So, Scorned Waifu is about there's a character called Nathan, and
Played by
played by Jeremy, and he's really into dating his body pillow, his anime waifu, and the waifu, for those who don't know, is when so I don't know.
There's an entire I've seen videos now. There's this entire culture of guys that carry.
Yeah, I wish I did more research.
They're like,
My
what do they call
gosh.
them? Weebs?
Weeaboos.
Weeboos? Or
Weeaboos or weebs, you know?
So-
Some sort.
Anime, for those who don't know, is cartoons from Japan, and in these cartoons, like they make the characters like really attractive, and so people naturally like get crushes on them.
Yeah,
And so
they
if
they.
So,
Can
like-
can I say this though? when I was younger, back in like the 2008-5 era, I don't know how old you guys were, but I used to watch anime, and watching anime at in that like era, you're made fun of. You're called a weeaboo. You're a weirdo. You're like um socially awkward and stuff like that. Now everybody loves anime. You're not cool if you don't watch anime.
You know what's funny now though? It's like you don't even have to be a fan of anime. You can just watch like one show. Like for me, I'm not a huge anime fan,
Yeah.
but I love Demon Slayer, dude. I mean, like,
Story is great.
yeah. So there's certain ones that you can watch anime for as little as you'd like and as much as you like. Though, I mean, of course, you play like one of the hardcore like anime fans.
Yeah.
And go ahead, explain
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit
sorry
more
about
about the
that. Go
film.
ahead.
Okay, so at the start of this film, he's really into dating his body pillow because it's easy. You don't have to worry about dating like a real girl because that takes work. But what happens is like his mom is like, "Why are you dating this pillow? It's really weird," and his family doesn't quite get it. And then eventually he ends up meeting a real girl called Luna, and they kind of hit it off.
Played by Olga.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
And then the body pillow starts to become jealous.
And this is where it gets crazy. This body pillow, we don't want to give too much away, but this body pillow basically comes to life in a sort of a way where it just starts being a terror
Yeah.
in the lives of his family. So I mean, and he's like in love with this thing, right? Because this pillow is now feels threatened that, you know,
By
this guy might-
Luna.
Yeah.
by Luna.
But yeah, let's just say it. My body pillow takes it into her hands. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I played Jeremy's father in the movie. So,
Yes.
I mean, I thought about it. I'm like, I can conceivably be Jeremy's father if I had a kid as a teenager, right?
It was funny because you were kind of considering Nathan's role when you first read the script.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. But you know what? In the weeb world, it's not not out of the realm of possibility for a man my age to be like real. I mean, yeah, you might judge him heavily, but I mean that definitely does exist,
It's
right?
yeah. It's not out of the
I
ordinary.
mean, and I would still live with my parents, and like you
Rent
know,
free.
and you'd have to get some considerably older parents. But I mean,
Yeah.
I am middle aged now. I'm 43. Jeremy's 25, so I could conceivably be his father. And the weird thing though was like, I don't think I'm old enough to be Kim's father. Like,
Well,
because Kim was in her late 20s already, and I think I was like 40 during that time.
We could just say she was,
Yeah,
like 23.
Yeah, we could say that she was
She
young.
was super young. Great.
Yeah.
Great for her age.
And then Diana's like a little bit. I think she's just like a couple years younger than me. I
Yeah.
think, right. But
She's
I
got
mean-
that those Asian genes where they
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
and Olga is funny because we talked about this in the previous podcast. She played one of my love interests in like another movie in Gone with the Dead, right?
Really.
And it's just funny because I was like,
Son, you could have her.
yeah.
Take her this movie. Take her.
I loved my character because I played a very, very kind, like bubbly, optimistic father who was always trying to like encourage his son
Yes.
to be the best version of himself and be happy. And I'm trying to get my wife to understand that his body pillow obsession is just who he is.
Just a phase. Well,
And,
yeah, I think you said that.
Yeah, and then Deanna did such a brilliant
She's
job as
great.
a mother.
She's great.
The chemistry between her and Jeremy as like the mother son fighting, like it was brilliant, right? Like,
It was funny.
I loved the way you wrote like the characters too. I love the way Kim was always like on her phone, like addicted to social media, doing makeup tutorials and all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. And like these characters are like tropes of society, like the tropes of like modern society as we live in it. The weeb, the anime addict, the girl that's addicted to social media doing makeup tutorials, and then of course, the mothers that I really felt bad for Diana's character.
You do feel bad for the mom. It's because
She got the worst end of it.
Yeah.
Literally.
And nobody's like really supporting her either.
well, she's like trying to like be like a caring mom, but it's just,
Yeah.
like hard.
We don't care.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, mom.
Yeah. And like, I feel like she's just being gaslit the entire time. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all because of the doll, though.
Oh, right. We're getting back to it. It's all because of the doll.
But so
Jeremy, I want to know when you first like read the
For the
synopsis
audition?
for the audition, like what was the first like reaction?
Can I cuss or no?
You can.
I said, what the fuck? I like, what the fuck am I reading? Like, honestly. And then I think those were the down times where I wasn't getting like a lot of work.
like, if I do this,
Like, I was like, if I get the part, I actually have to like probably do all these things. And then I texted my buddy. We're both into cars, so after we were working on our car, I'm like, hey, shut the garage door. Help me film this. He's like, great, awesome. And honestly, he did so much better than me. If you review the footage, oh my gosh, he's so good. Sent in the audition. I was holding some sort of pillow. Sent in the audition, and I got a response back.
Because I think you were the first one I
Oh,
got
right,
the audition
right.
for.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this
I think that's
guy's-
really important though, as an actor or as an actor, you want to do things early. I mean as an individual in general, right? You don't want to be late. You don't like early is on time. And that I think that's such a great principle. Now, was I on time every day? No. But I tried. We had to drive from all the way to Fairfield. It was
this is when you were in Fremont, right?
correct, yeah.
That-
And
that's
we
quite
shot
right.
at what, 5 p.m. or something like that? That's prime time traffic hour.
Yeah.
But we made it work. We really made it work.
Yeah, I remember watching your audition, and I felt like your vibe, and I was like, oh, he fits like the character, like.
And
really well.
you also look very young for your age.
Yeah.
You, even
Yeah.
even 25 is young, but you look even younger.
Yeah,
Even now you
I
look
get
even
that a
younger.
lot all the time.
I'm sure
Especially
the
with the
braces
braces.
help.
Yeah. Did I have braces? Yeah, I did have braces then.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get them off ASAP, but yeah.
One of the challenges with casting this film was I had to make, because I think I put in Asian and white for the
Yeah, Asian or white family, like
for
right?
people to audition. Yeah,
Yeah.
so like I had to make sure
I was gonna
the
mention
actors
that. I was like,
had to match.
you ended up getting an all Asian cast. That's I
So-
mean for the family.
Was that your first all Asian cast?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So, yeah, when I had the
Great.
auditions, I had like the Asian people and then the white people.
Oh, so you had like
Because I had to like make sure they worked.
How were you almost finished with the white people or the white group? That sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. But yeah, you know how you not segregate, but like categorize those.
Categorized because
them.
like you.
How-
It,
How was it? How was that team?
it could have gone either way.
That's
like
cool, that's
there was
cool.
some good talent on the like the white people side, but I don't know. I feel like the Asian.
It would have been
your casting-
funny regardless.
I know.
It would have been so.
yeah.
I think you were a bit stronger than the white actors,
Okay.
but
It was a great experience.
Yeah, both Kim and I think there was another actress. Both did the sister really good. Cool. And then I had some funny auditions for the father.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine.
I had a lot of fun playing that guy. Yeah.
It was funny because like some people would use a pillow, like just a random pillow they would find. Like no one actually had like a body pillow.
Nobody?
No, and then some people didn't know how to pronounce waifu.
They're like Wi-Fi or something?
Wai-
Wi-Fi?
Waifu.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
So it was funny because like half of them knew how to like pronounce it, and then the other half didn't. So it you kind of lost a point if you didn't know, because I was like, well, I guess you didn't do your research, but
I didn't know what the hell a waifu was until
You
I
never
read that
knew?
script. I didn't know what it
Oh,
was. I
wow.
was like,
See, this film and acting like really educates us.
it
It brings
does.
us into a new like
It makes us
culture.
research.
Yeah, yeah,
Makes
yeah.
us research.
It's amazing.
So
Yeah.
so Jeremy, you were like, what the fuck? Were you like, I have to submit to this?
No, not at all. But I said like I'm gonna do it. Why not? I'm like, I look at every audition as practice and stuff like that. If I'm not in class and if I'm on break, such as I am right now, I'll take the audition, and then just do the reps. Just do it. Just do it. Send it out, and whatever happens, happens.
And so were you surprised when you
Yes.
got picked? Yes.
Yes, I was very surprised. I was like, why me?
No, I mean, it turned out great though.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
excited to see
Yeah,
it.
and I was really happy with. I mean, every time I saw you perform, I was like, this guy's good. He can actually act.
Oh
And,
yeah, like
yeah.
there is some. You brought like the awkwardness in the right moments in the film, and it like I feel works really well.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Let me ask you this too, because you know it's weird how this universe works because you even though you were kind of like on your way to doing like stunts and stuff prior to the filming this, right?
Yeah.
It actually worked out perfectly for you to just act because you had just been recovering from a motorcycle accident. Is
Oh, I
that correct?
did. Yeah, that's right.
You
That's
could
right.
barely walk around that time, so you couldn't do stunts if you wanted to.
No, I couldn't.
So-
it worked out perfectly because I'm like, "Ugh, if I can't do stunts, like I'd rather be acting than I want to be proactive. And
Yeah.
I got that opportunity. Well, thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, isn't that weird how it ended up working that way? It was like the perfect opportunity
It
for you
aligns.
to do something where it didn't require you to like throw your body around.
Yeah.
I know that was kind of like that was a process, you recovering from that.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel comfortable talking about that accident? or-
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I mean,
It's just
how did that happen?
so the one day, so I started writing probably 3 months prior to that. And I had just helped a buddy with an oil change, and then on the way back, keep in mind, this is the one day I don't wear proper gear. I just have the bare minimums of gloves and a helmet. I'm like, oh, I look cool, whatever. Ego was spiked. And on the way back, literally as you're pulling out from my buddy's house, it's on a one way, right? You're going one way, traffic's coming the other way. I pull up to the main road, and then I see this car behind me coming super, super fast. I look at my rear view mirrors because they're on the side. I look at my rear view mirrors and I see them coming, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I start to speed up. And keep in mind the speed limit is probably, I don't know, 25, 45. But let's say I was going 45 right now. And I look at my rear view mirrors again, and I'm like, where are they? And then I look to my left, and I see them on oncoming traffic just to cut me off. And as they were cutting me off, we're going like, let's say 45, 50 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour. And we go over train tracks. At that speed, and the train tracks were really like rough. And at that speed, I got speed wobbles. And on a motorcycle with speed wobbles, it's my first time ever experiencing that. So it was just shaking super fast, tank slapping, and then I just closed my eyes, and I was just floating, and I understood what was happening because I didn't feel the impact, but the next thing I felt as I was closing my eyes was skin burning off. It was burning off of my arms and stuff like that. Actually, I'll show you.
You did Scorned Waifu with road rash the entire time, right?
Yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
yeah, but it healed pretty nicely. I mean, like I'm probably gonna stay with this.
Yeah.
I had this all over this side, like it healed pretty well, but like this is the here, my knee and my like shoulder is the only place it really left a mark.
Now, and then did you broke your leg?
And I
is
broke my
that
leg
correct?
and
You broke your
chipped my
leg.
ankle.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Dude, you're lucky to be alive, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
know.
and at that moment, like I was literally crying in the trauma, was it trauma room, trauma department?
I see you or
There you go. There you go.
yeah.
My I saw my mom, she's coming up at me, we were talking, I started crying and stuff. And then once they like kicking everybody out and they're cleaning my room wounds, that was one of the most painful things. But like at that moment, I understood like I could have died. Out of my stupidity, of course, like everybody be safe. And this was all my actions. And at that moment, if I would have died, like everything was for nothing, right? So at that moment, I just wanted to dive into what I love to do, which is stunts, which is acting. I love cars. I love filmmaking. Um,
It made you more appreciate
yeah,
the
yeah,
time you have. Yeah.
definitely. So each time, like time spending with you guys right now is a precious moment because, you know, some people can't experience that because their loved ones are gone and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Dude,
really
Yeah, thanks
widened
for
my
sharing
eyes.
that too,
Of
man.
course,
Yeah, and
Have you ever been in like a car accident, Boynton?
yeah, so
you have.
I have too.
Oh,
well, yeah. I mean, I've been in a few. I'm gonna tell you a story that's my worst one. I didn't know this is the direction we'd go with. This is the most serious we've gotten in this
I love
podcast
it.
ever. So, when I was 13 years old, while my parents were not home, I wanted to run to the candy store, and this was during like spring break, when I was in 8th grade. So when they were not home, I went to the candy store, and I went to go buy some candy, and then I think a few days later, I woke up in the hospital in the ICU or something. I don't know if it was the next day or a few days later. Turns out what had happened was when I entered the crosswalk, a car had ran the red light going like 45 miles per hour and hit me on the crosswalk. So
and you just blacked out. You just don't remember.
they said I was conscious during that time, but I don't remember any of it because, well, I'll tell you all my injuries. I had a shattered tibia and fibula. I had a compound fracture in my left arm. The bone went out of my arm. I had a fractured pelvis.
It was an open fracture.
Yeah, the bone went through my arm.
Wow.
It came out. Yeah, it was a compound fracture. Shattered the tibia, fibula, fractured pelvis, fractured skull, broken teeth, and my eyes were completely swollen shut. And so I just woke up one night, or I don't know if it was day or night, and I remember they had me on a morphine drip and everything. I asked the nurse what happened, and they said I had just been in a car accident. And I think I saw my mom and dad, and they were kind of like crying and stuff. And I just remember off to the corner, they were playing this TV show called Lois and Clark. It was like it was like the Superman TV show from the like the 90s and stuff.
Okay.
And then I remember I looked over to the corner. I was like, Lois and Clark. And then I just went right back to sleep. But yeah, took me an entire month to get out of the hospital. I did 2 weeks in the regular hospital. I did 2 weeks at a rehab center. Got out of the rehab center. I was finally able to get out of a wheelchair, and they got me on some crutches. And then finally my left arm had started like healing, so I was able to use 2 crutches. But again, like the first 2 days after that happened, they were just trying to keep me alive because I lost so much blood.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's my story.
Wow, that was intense.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You go ahead.
Mine,
Thor,
is,
it's your
mine
turn.
is not as intense as you guys', but I remember because I used to do like DoorDash.
Oh yeah.
So I was out door dashing, and I was on like do you know Monterey, like the old highway?
Mhm.
It's like a free lane road, and I was like in the left lane, and it was like nighttime, and I was in the left lane, and I was just driving, and there's like some car that turned onto the Monterey, and I think he was like a drunk driver or something, but he hit a car in the middle, which pushed it into my lane.
Oh shit.
How
And
fast were you going?
I was going about like 45.
Yeah. Okay. that's not
But
bad.
yeah, like there was no one in front of me, and then it's like, whoop, this car's in front of me, and so I remember like just like hitting the brakes, but like, you know that moment of time where you're like, oh shit, like
Right.
brace for impact.
You didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
enough
yeah.
time and distance to react.
Well, not to slow down. 'Cause,
Right.
like,
Right.
Yeah.
This car came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so like the next second, I would just remember like the airbags were all out, and like there's like the ringing in your ears because of the pop of the airbags. and just be like, whoa, what just happened? And yeah, like my car keys, like they had my
Yeah.
house keys and stuff. Like the impact, like the only thing in the ignition was the car key. Like it knocked like my keychain onto the ground.
Wow.
Whoa.
And
Um,
I mean, I wasn't hurt too bad. I got some like skin bruises from like I think the airbag.
But you didn't break
No
anything?
fractures?
No fractures or anything.
How was it, like, did you have any back problems after that? or-
Thankfully not.
Okay.
Like, but it did like total my car because it was
What car
like,
did you have?
It's the green Ford Fiesta.
Ford
Oh.
Fiesta.
Oh, I thought, for some reason, I thought you got a new car just because you wanted to get a new car.
Nope.
you
that's
had
why
to.
I had to get the Mini Cooper.
The Cooper's nice, though.
The Cooper fits you.
Yes.
Yeah. Both of them fit you. Now that I think a bit about it.
So in that scene with Sophie, you know, the garage scene, the Ford Fiesta was supposed to be in there when Mia and Andrew go in there to investigate. Because I crashed that car and it totaled. I was like, well, I guess the car can't be in here for the scene.
Well, you know,
Wow. That.
it's crazy because all these things happen, but like we come out better. We come out like it works out, you know?
Yeah.
Me personally, like I'm very grateful that whatever happened to me happened, because if it didn't happen to me, I'd be ruthless. I'd be very just lolly dolly, like immature and stuff like that. So it really teaches us a lesson, you know. And now we're like, we grow from it, from our lessons and mistakes.
Yeah, it was funny because the car that hit the middle car, he hit and run, but his license plate fell off.
It's
Oh
funny.
my God.
He's the best.
But I guess like they told me like he was kind of broke, so they're like, you could sue this guy, but chances are it's not going to be.
Did he
worth
have
it."
insurance?
Probably
I
not.
think he had like very very cheap man insurance that.
Like very minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minimum coverage.
Well,
I think he didn't have insurance. That's why like he probably ran or he was drunk.
sounds
But
about
like the hit and run though, that's like I mean, even if you can't get anything out of like a civil suit or something like that, I mean, he could do like that's pretty much criminal. like
yeah. It's
Well, yeah,
definitely-
because he
Yeah.
impacted 2 cars because
Yeah.
the family. I felt bad because he like it was a dad with his like little girl,
Oh.
and I was like, oh, you got hit on
Yeah.
the side and then for me in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a guy like that, I mean, if this is normal, if he's going around driving drunk all the time, he needs to serve some jail time because
Yeah.
you know, like you can't go around doing that. You're gonna put so many people in danger. So
Yeah.
I mean, even if you can't get anything out of an insurance
Well, I'm
claim or
sure
money, you know.
they found him and he
Oh,
probably
definitely.
had
With the license plate and stuff like
to
that.
do something because he left the
Something
scene of the
happened.
crime.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to hit and run.
Right, right.
So I don't know what
Exactly.
happened to him.
Yeah.
Unless he's like, I'm going to Mexico.
Maybe. Maybe.
But
So-
yeah, driving it can be intense.
Yeah.
I love driving. I love
Yeah.
it. Well, I love cars and stuff. Oh, that's one thing.
You
I
like speed, don't you?
No, not really.
you
I
just
love
like cars.
precision and like drifting and stuff like that. I love stunt driving. That's one of the stunts that I love to do. So I hope like once I get my real, package all together.
Speaking of your reel, I really hope you include the scene once Scorned Waifu's out.
Oh, I probably will. Yeah.
Like there's that scene where you're in the 2D space because it's just such a unique scene
Ooh.
that like I'm like, oh, if I was the actor, I'd love to have like a scene like that in my reel because like not a lot of our actors
Yeah.
will have anything like that. So
Man, Thor.
How's the process of
Yeah,
that?
are we gonna?
Like,
do we have any idea when we're gonna see
Just
Scorned
wondering the
Waifu?
update.
so there is the trailer might be dropping in a few weeks.
Okay. You know how long I've been waiting for this? We've all been waiting, right?
Fireworks.
Including yourself.
Yes,
Oh,
but
I'm excited.
the animator is on the final scene
Cool.
that I need.
Cool.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
But
Home
yeah,
stretch.
the trailer's all edited, and so I think I'm gonna drop it on V-Day because it's a
Oh.
romance film.
The trailer's gonna come drop on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Dude, I can't. Dude, 'cause I feel like this is a long time coming, man. I mean, I've been like, I'm like, at a certain point, I just started losing hope. I'm like,
No, well, yeah, I was giving you updates.
Yeah.
I know. You were kind of at the mercy of the animator.
Yeah, I know it's hard. Like, because films take such a long time.
It
to make.
does take a long
Because
time.
here's the
yeah.
thing with Sophie and the Serial Killers, you were at the mercy of the composer.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you have. I mean, it's never you. It's like whatever you outsource,
Yeah.
you're just like waiting for it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And
But how about the new film, the guard room?
Guard room. It's
How's
coming
that going?
along.
you were in that one too.
Yeah.
Were you in that one?
No,
No?
I was supposed to be, but
Who were you supposed to be?
I was supposed to be Lance.
Oh,
You were
okay.
Lance.
No, was I Lance?
Yeah, you were Lance.
I think so. You're
Oh.
the friend of
Okay.
of Fred's
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. Okay, I
So
thought you
you
were
took
gonna.
my place.
Yeah. I thought you
'cause
would be playing Fred's
I had
place.
some family stuff that came up and I wasn't able to do it.
Gotcha.
But oh yeah, it's funny because we're talking, previously, me and Thor.
Yeah.
I said, hey, why don't we just like go right down the line of like
Guard room guests?
the guard room guests or something.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, I was just like because a lot of these people in the guard room are people that you've worked with before, and all the people in the guard room are people that I've worked with before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like
Yeah. It all works out, you know.
yeah.
And I want to say this that I remember on Scorned Waifu, you guys or you mentioned that you want to do a podcast and stuff like that, and I'm proud of you guys. Respect
Oh,
that you
thank
guys
you.
are
Thank
really
you.
doing this right now.
Thank you.
Were you like, oh, that's never gonna happen?
Well, I heard it and then it went over my head and then I just forgot it. And then now, like a couple
Yeah.
months ago, I was like, oh, it's up, it's going,
It's happening.
Yeah,
working on it.
You know,
It took us like a year to like I think finally do it, but
well, what it was I used to have a podcast with
I've been
my
hearing
friend
that.
Derek.
Okay.
But it was audio only.
Oh,
so,
got you.
And it did great. I think we did like 16, 17 episodes,
Oh,
something like that, right?
Amazing.
And they were a lot of fun. And Derek moved down to Los Angeles, and then
Oh, congrats.
he's a great actor, and I hope he's doing well. But when he had left, I actually spoke to Thor like a couple of years ago when Derek moved, and I said, hey, would you be interested in like taking over the previous podcast I had? And then Thor was like, yeah,
I gotta be down.
let's do
Why
it.
not?
And then we never spoke of it. But
I think it was
we
just
brought it up like a second time maybe again.
Yeah.
And then I remember like, and then we just forgot about it again. And then one day I just remember I called him on the phone. I was like, dude, let's just do it. I said, let's set a date and let's just do it. We're
Yeah,
just going to keep talking about doing
Even
it
if
and
it's
never-
terrible, we're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly how everybody starts, as long as you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm really starting to feel like, well, you know what? In the beginning, I think I've always been comfortable in this sort of format, just because I'm a very social person. So yeah. What about you?
No, I feel good. Like even people tell us our first episode was like pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
That was
I got
with
a lot of compliments on the very first
Ollie?
episode.
No. Was it
It's
just?
just
It was
me.
just us two.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we've done a couple of episodes
Because
where,
we've worked together before, so it wasn't like,
Yeah.
hello,
Yeah,
new
yeah.
person.
yeah,
Please tell me about yourself.
yeah. And what's great is with Thor, I said like, look, we're not always going to be able to book a guest because
Right.
I remember on the last episode where we didn't have a guest, I said I literally like tried getting 4 or 5 people to be on as a guest and we weren't able to, and we're like, you know what? Who cares? As long as we're both free on that day, let's do a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like it when it's just us two also, it's just, we just the topics are a little bit more free because they already know about us and stuff. So we could basically just spitball
Exactly.
like, whatever's happening out, like pop culture stuff, food,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, did you have a favorite shoot day of Scorned Waifu, or what was the most memorable scene?
Something that's coming up to my mind right now, I remember a door. Did we have to break a door, or did we have to we broke a door? It's been so long, but I'm so excited to watch it because I don't remember specifics. So once I watch it, I'm gonna be like, well, this is a brand new movie that I don't remember about. But I remember a door and I remember having fun.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. What was happening?
Were you there?
Or without giving too much away about
Boynton was not there. That was that scene kind of involved 2 shoot days because it was at Joe's house.
Yeah.
I remember we didn't have like enough time because it was like 10 o'clock at night. And I was
Right.
like, I don't want to be like throwing this door around in front of Joe's house because there's a part in the movie where like somebody knocks down the door.
Right.
And so, because I didn't want his neighbors to complain, and then there was a little bit of awkward tension going on there already. But anyways, so I was like, Jeremy, I need your help to kind of like complete this effect. And so I think me and you, we went to Monterey Shopping Center one night.
Yes.
Where's Monterey Shopping
San
Center?
Jose, Southside San
Okay.
Jose.
And so, because I knew somebody there who like worked security where they could like store this door prop for me until I could use it again.
Oh, okay.
And so we put this like big door on this like shopping cart and we like are rolling it to this loading dock.
Really loud too at like midnight, I think it was. It was like just going to the corner of the sketchy dark area. It was great. I love it.
But that turned out to be
It was fun. I remember we were like 3, 2, 1. Through a door.
We had
4
to set
times or
the
something.
camera down because we had to get this effect of this door flying over the
Yeah, camera was down, facing up, and we
And
threw
so
the door
we
over.
had this like big door. And like we were like 1, 2, 3.
Did it a
And,
handful
like,
of times.
made this loud sound.
I love that one.
And we were like, hopefully no one's watching, because like we would go back down, pick up the door, and then toss it again. And because otherwise they'd be like, what the heck are these guys doing?
Yeah. The sketchiest thing is the most fun, and that it kind of reminds me of working with doing a shoot for the guard room where I got hit by a car or by a Prius, was it? No, by your
My
Mini
Mini
Cooper.
Cooper?
Yeah. As a guy who knows that I have to be flexible with shoots, I should have brought like my stunt gear and stuff like that. I got hit by the car a handful of times, and I was banging up my knees because I was wearing like just regular clothes, so no pads, no nothing.
Oh.
Hit by the car, and then rolling over a handful of times and stuff like that. It was fun. I love that.
I kind of like that you were into stunts because you were like, if you want me to jump on the car, I'll do it.
I want to do some crazy stuff.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm a puss about that stuff. I don't, yeah. I don't consider myself a stunt man. I mean, like I've done my share of like fight scenes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, just because sometimes it requires it. And yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. I mean, like I guess the most physical I've ever had to get was probably in protection detail, just because my character played kind of a badass, so I had to like do some badass stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But nothing like
Well, you did.
crazy though.
You did do some stunt work for Scorned Waifu.
Was it the pool?
I was.
I don't remember. I
was
wasn't
freezing.
I don't know that.
I don't want to
So
give
it
away
was funny
too much,
because
but, ugh.
I went to see Night Swim at the movies like a week or so ago, and it reminded me of that scene.
I was so cold doing that scene.
Were you like
Oh my
pale and
God.
stuff like that?
Dude, I was shivering the entire time I was doing that. Yeah, but I was not doing well.
Well, I think you also were getting in and out too, which doesn't help.
Yeah, that doesn't help. If I just stayed inside, the
Exactly.
whole time-
If you stay in, your body will like your blood goes to like your center to like
Yeah.
keep you warm, and that's why you get kind of numb.
Yeah.
In that feeling. But I think when you get back out, your body's like, all right, time to warm back up.
Yeah.
No, you're basically cold plunging.
Yeah, you know it's funny because like, you know how they say that there's all these like benefits of
Cold water or something?
cold like plunges and stuff like that. So when I got it, so I was like miserable the whole time while I was doing this, going back in and out.
Naturally, yeah.
I was just like, and I was shivering. But as soon as like I got my room temp, like my body back to regular temperature, I started feeling like all the like good effects of it. I started feeling really good. I don't know. I just started feeling so at peace and calm.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I was like, "Whoa, this must be what they're talking about." Like,
I've been in my pool when it's been like
Yeah?
48 degrees before. So
Gosh.
oof.
I think you were in it when it was about like 65, which is still pretty cold.
That's still well. It was,
And I think it was-
plus
it was probably
like at
windy,
night,
too.
At night outside,
Right.
and like when I got out of the pool, I was getting cold again. It's
Yeah.
just-
If there was a breeze, that would have been worse. Just going through your
Yeah.
body.
So
Yeah.
a little fun fact is both Sophie and Scorned Waifu, the first day of shooting was the pool scene.
Oh, I never knew that. Interesting.
That's
And
interesting.
there was no pool in guard room, but
Yeah.
if there was, I would have made it the first date.
Well, another fun fact, I didn't know this until like I still haven't watched the movie The Long Streak, but did you guys know each other during that shoot?
Yeah.
Okay, did you guys ever film with each other?
I was,
Yeah,
I
he
was,
was
I
a
have a
cameo.
cameo.
Oh, okay, okay.
You
I
watched
never I never
Long
knew
Street?
any of you guys. I didn't know any of you. Who got me in? Gabe Rios. Shout out Gabe. I don't think
Yeah.
he knows people.
Dude, no, Gabe is awesome.
Gabe's awesome.
If you see him on the new movie,
Agent Salty.
yeah, Agent of Solitude, Gabe is a fantastic actor. Fantastic actor. I mean, like he can do stunts and stuff,
Oh,
but
amazing.
and he's also very handsome.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Dude's a stud.
Yeah,
Literally 6'2" or like 6'4".
very good actor. Very good actor. Like surprisingly, like way better than I thought he would be. I was like, dude, this guy's a natural. He can do
Oh
it.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we actually filmed at Gabe's house, his old house in San Jose.
I did too. Really? You guys filmed it?
Yeah. I'll get you a copy of The Long Streak before you leave.
Okay, cool.
You've never watched it?
No, I have one of your copies, but me and my buddies we still haven't set up a date where we're gonna watch it.
Oh,
And it's been
okay.
like
wait, so
3 years and stuff.
Sorry.
You're all good.
But well, if you already have the copy, then you're good on. Yeah. But
It's also on IMDb.
yeah, you can watch it
Yeah.
on IMDb.
Right,
just
right.
be sure there's no like children or like you
don't
don't
want
want
your
mom watch. It's a very like
I saw the
it's-
trailer and I was like, what movie was I helping out with?
It's
Gabe just texted me a day, time, and a location. I said, whatever, I'm there. I'm
I
there.
like how your reactions to movies are like always like WTF.
Yeah.
dude that
Yeah.
like the long street. I mean the trailer cannot prepare you for
What?
how crazy this movie gets. I mean, like, it's like gratuitous nudity and
Yeah.
sexual situations. It's like, it's
It's the best.
yeah.
Best.
And there's this one segment where it just feels like it's not going to end. I remember like when we watched it in the theater.
Mhm.
The uncomfortableness of the audience and the crowd, it was palpable because it was like this one segment, it was like 8 minutes straight of nonstop like gratuitous
8 minutes?
like drug use, sex, everything, nudity, everything that you could imagine, and it just felt like an eternity. And
There were no kids in the audience, was there?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
that's good.
But it was funny because even I started feeling a little comfortable because I had no idea that segment was going to be that long. You know, I should have known because it took an entire evening to film all those scenes in that segment.
Yeah.
And I should have been like, oh yeah, we definitely did all that.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, even if you film for like 16 hours, the cut could be like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Have you worked on commercials?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
In 2 days, it goes
all
down to
day.
like 40 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, and especially like for some of the larger,
Yeah, the larger ones.
I remember there was this industrial gig that I did for Facebook.
Oh, how was that?
It was cool, but I mean, it's funny because they would have like all these different groups of people that were supposed to be a part of the commercial, right?
Right.
And then they would pull me and my group in, and they would do our segment for like 15 to 30 minutes, whatever, and then we wouldn't. Our next one wouldn't be until another 5 hours. So we're just
Oh yeah, you
around
just
all day.
in the
Yeah.
waiting room is like
Yeah. As I think our group was like, okay, Japanese business people, because that was we're supposed to be the Japanese.
Are you
group.
background?
Even though I'm Korean. Yeah. But yeah, so me and whichever Asian people were called up, we're like, yeah, we're Japanese. No, but it was really easy.
Let's go.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes you're on set all day, but I mean, if it's a larger group of people, it's just like they might just use you for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
you'll be sitting
Go
down.
back
for,
to yeah.
But the leads, I mean, for the principals are always, much more a part of it. But this was like that Facebook gig was like we were all equally a part of it, but they would take us in chunks,
Sporadically and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Have you done some commercial work?
I have, but just like background stuff. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, I've done a lot of like background stuff for commercials.
I meet a
too.
lot of people doing background. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, like commercials. I actually don't mind doing background for commercials because the commercials, they actually pay pretty decent for background work. Whereas like,
Yeah.
whereas like being a background for like a Netflix show, it pays garbage. It's like it pays like half of what they pay for like for background for like a commercial or industrial shoot. I'm like, why is this thing paying so much lower than this other thing?
Because it's not corporate.
Right. Did you ever work on 13 Reasons Why?
I have.
Yeah, you were background?
I was background.
Same.
I was
Same.
office worker.
Oh, yeah? Did you see yourself on screen?
No, I never watched the show.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah,
So that was the first ever like I had the aha moment. It's like, oh, I wanna submit myself. I want to get into acting. And then before I ever like started classes, stuff like that, I submitted for 13 Reasons Why. I got in. We did the whole 16-hour shoot. I see the final product, and it's literally like my eyebrow that is shown. And I was like, all that time for my eyebrow to be shown, I'm like, whatever. I'm never doing this again. Yeah. And then I did it 4 times. But because I met so many cool people.
Dude, I mean that's my favorite part about like even like being on set for some of the gigs I've done and where I've done nothing but background work.
Yeah.
Stuff like some of the paid background work I've done. You meet a lot of cool people, a lot of actors, they're
not only actors, like sound people, gaffers, filmmakers,
Yeah, people are like just like in the industry.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool when that happens.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Yes.
The connection is great.
I think we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back for part 2.
Right on.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
And we're back for more For the Boy with our DoorDash delivery person who's also a actor and stuntman.
Yeah,
and
we had a little bit more chicken. It was pretty good.
Much needed. I needed that.
Yeah.
So Jeremy was telling me during the break he's looking forward more to the guard room because he thinks his reactions are higher. I think is that right?
It's just more like developed. I feel like if I see the Scorned Waifu, you could tell the amateur in it, and just a lot of beginner stuff.
Yeah,
I feel I haven't seen anything of it. That's just my assumption. I could be totally wrong. And then in the guard room, when I was filming, even though there were small things, just knowing what not to do and really internally feeling it. Stupid things, but internally feeling it and then performing, I feel is a better performance rather than what I did in the Scorned Waifu, which was years ago. That's the only reason why I think I would like the guard room more. Because the Scorned Waifu, I would probably be cringing.
What about you, Boynton? Which one are you looking forward more to?
Well, I've been waiting for Scorned Waifu for a very long time, so I am looking forward to that more than anything right now. Like
I'm excited.
Yeah, and I do want to see the guard room, but I mean, you guys just finished it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no rush for me to want to watch it, but
you're not like it's been 10 years.
Yeah, with Scorned Waifu, I mean, it's been on my mind for a while. I'm like, when are we gonna get to see this movie? And
I knew the animation would take a long time, but I'm like, it's the anime film, like.
And you seen the final product of the animation?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
Because there's 9 previous scenes that are all done. So.
Did you hear? on one of our previous podcasts that we spoke about that time where you guys got locked behind the gate.
Yes,
with
with
Olga.
Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I think that was Olga and Rich.
Rich.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rich. Yeah, that was. I was chilling. I was kind of like dozing off though. I think it was midnight already.
You seem
That's
the
kinda-
most like calm during that situation.
I've been through a lot of like stressful situations where I just learned to just be calm. Just be calm.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
Yeah,
it happens quite a bit, like when you're filming.
especially
I mean,
filming.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen on any given day.
The dude sprinted to the gate, whoosh, locked it up, ching, choo. And then Olga was like from here, let's say about 10 feet. And she was like, hey, I'm still here. And he was just booking it into his car and then skirts off. Might as well do a donut while you're at it. But like, he just
He's like-
heals it.
This lady's from the cold. Gotta get out of here.
I was in the cold, literally just watching. I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna have to jump the fence.
I wonder if he like called the cops if the cops like showed up later.
I doubt
You
it.
doubt-
I really think that he just thought we were just teenagers, college students. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, well,
I don't want to deal with it.
you're gonna learn today. Lock him up. I'd probably do the same if I were like going through a breakup or something. I wonder
I wonder if they would have done the same thing if it was like Rich coming up there and like, hey.
He's like, ah, damn it. All right, guys, you got to get out. But who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, that was
It'd be
fun.
funny, Rich. would be like, these teenagers are trying to kill me.
He opens it for Rich. He gets out and locks it again. Oh,
That was a crazy night.
Yeah,
that was good.
but you know, it makes for a good
It's a
story.
good story.
yeah,
definitely.
exactly. Experience stories and memories.
Or maybe he's dated a waifu before. He's like, I know exactly what's going on. Gotta
Wow.
get out of here.
He recognized me. He's like, "Oh, I hate that guy. I hate that guy. He took my." Never mind. But yeah, probably.
We're talking about like Jollibee earlier, and that's one of the fried chicken places that it's not everywhere because it's a Filipino fast food chain. So it's only, I mean, there's a few locations here in Daly City because it has the largest Filipino population in the country, I think.
I don't think is there one in San Jose?
I don't see
think
too
so.
many
Yes.
of them everywhere.
Yes.
There's a couple.
Where?
Okay.
East Side San Jose by East Ridge,
Oh, okay. It's on
and
the
then
east side.
Milpitas.
Now, as far as like, do you like fast food?
Oh, I had a phase where I killed fast food every day
Okay.
when I was younger.
What's one of the fast food restaurants that you particularly
Top
like?
5.
Well, okay, so like recently, there's been a lot of In and Out. There's been a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of In and Out
In-N-Out,
because
man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
look,
cheap,
best value,
best value,
hands down, best value.
reliable,
Yeah.
Consistent. Yeah.
consistent.
Yes.
It's not like McDonald's where you roll the dice and you're like,
Yeah, what am I
what's-
gonna get today? I hope, you know.
Hope it's good.
Yeah. The only thing is, I'm not really into In-N-Out fries.
No,
Yeah.
The fries are a mixed bag.
well done,
I
well
like-
done, soggy.
I like the McDonald's French fries. I mean, to me, those are like the.
But
best.
you get In and Out fries regular, don't you?
Yeah. Oh no! I've had them animal style before.
Yeah,
The
but
animal
like,
Or
fries.
extra
have you,
crispy.
have you?
But
got-
the thing is, the animal fries, you gotta get extra crispy. Is that
that's
what?
how how I like. it.
Yeah,
I
you
like
can,
it
you can
light
either
well.
order them more raw or more crispy, depending on
Raw, y'all weird. But yeah,
For me, I like curly fries, like Jack in the Box
Ew.
curly fries. They're
Or Arby's?
They're so good.
disgusting.
Arby's.
It's so oily.
Well, you have to get them fresh.
I like it.
Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume so.
Okay.
I love fries though. Fries are great.
So In and Out.
In and Out is one of the top. Okay, so I don't know. Do you guys know Backyard? It's
No.
I believe Caribbean food. They have jerk chicken and stuff. I don't know if you could count it as fast food. I mean, kind of. It's just not no drive through.
What is it called again?
Backyard.
Back a yard.
Is that in San Jose?
There's a couple in San Jose. Original one I believe is in Menlo Park, right across Facebook.
I'm gonna have to try that.
I
sometime.
know.
Back a yard. And so
Try
get
it.
what, the jerk chicken
Jerk chicken
sandwich?
plate and
Or
stuff
jerk
like
chicken
that.
plate? Okay.
If you love jerk chicken, it's amazing. They have good wings there too.
Okay.
If you like wings, the good wings there, fries or whatever, crinkle cut. But
Okay.
Okay,
So-
number 3.
man, I don't know.
Or how about this? Are you a fan of pizza?
So, yes, I am, but I don't eat dairy, so no cheese and stuff like that.
That's like Cheryl.
Really?
Cheryl, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cheryl also.
Yeah, I don't eat dairy because it just doesn't.
She says she does, however,
Make
have that
exceptions.
occasional pizza.
Exactly,
And she said she still loves ice cream, but
Ice cream's great.
Yeah.
You know what's the best? If you're dairy free and stuff like that, the best ice cream is at Trader Joe's. It's the oat sandwich bars.
Oh, okay.
Those are good. I've had those before.
You've had it?
Yeah, those are good.
Those are my
good.
go-to, like anytime.
Yeah, there's this place over in Emeryville inside the public market over there. They had a pistachio ice cream.
Love pistachio.
And it's so like so it's like the ice cream is made of like pistachio. I mean, it's not
Is
dairy.
it house made?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Oh,
house
maybe
made.
it is.
But I'm not talking about like pistachio flavored ice cream. It's actual pistachio ice cream. I don't know how that works, but
That
I
sounds
think
even
it's not.
better.
I think it's not dairy, but it's like the texture of it's super smooth and silky, and it's delicious.
Is that one of your top ice cream flavors?
Oh, what? No, let's see. I think I've went over this before.
Oh, you did? Oh,
It's all like kind of the classics.
Cookies and cream,
Cookies and cream.
Definitely.
is super good.
Sherbets.
sherbets.
Sherbets are good. I also like the butter pecan.
Oh, yeah.
pralines, like that kind of stuff.
How about Rocky Road?
Rocky Road can be good.
Yeah,
And
it's
I love
classic.
Rocky Road and mint chocolate chip.
I love mint chocolate
Me
chip.
too. I like
No
that, too.
way. Okay, whenever I bring that up, there's like 90% of the population just scorns at me. Like, ugh. Yeah.
Well, some people are
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not
yeah.
into mint.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
It's great.
The common complaint I get
great.
is they're like, "You like eating toothpaste?"
Ew.
I'm like, what?
Okay, that's the type of people who doesn't like cilantro. That's it.
I love cilantro.
I love cilantro.
Yeah. What about you?
I love it.
You like cilantro? Okay.
I don't have a whack cheese.
I'm trying to think.
I'm not broken like that.
Okay.
I'm very broken, but
Here's
not that
something-
broken.
I'm gonna try to think of some things that some people don't like though.
Okay.
But I like.
Okay.
I like oysters.
I haven't really had oysters, but I know I would only like them because it's really good in like nutrients.
Okay.
So I would make the exceptions.
Also an aphrodisiac.
Oh.
But the thing with oysters though, I didn't start liking them until I think I got into my 30s.
Really?
Yeah, very late in life, very late in life. I hated them. Like
Like texture, taste, and all of the above?
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is,
You swallow
I remember
them,
my.
right?
Yeah, there. It depends on that. You could either get them cooked, which is like fried oysters, or
Okay.
you could get them baked, or you could get them raw. And I like them best raw, right?
Okay.
But I remember my parents; they used to make me like fried oysters, right? Hated it, but then I started having it like raw, and I had it with the lemon
Okay.
and the little bit of cocktail sauce and stuff, and just slurped it in. Delicious. Do you like oysters? I knew you would not.
You tried multiple ways, different
I
ways to eat
think
it?
I've tried a few times.
He likes
but-
yummy food. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, who doesn't love yummy food?
he's never grown out of the yummy phase.
Come on, you have to
Everybody-
try. Well, actually, no, you tried.
I've tried.
Then
Yeah.
if it's
I don't
not
think
for
I've
you, it's
tried
not
them
for you.
raw, but
You gotta try it raw. Who knows?
Okay.
knows?
Yeah, I'm guessing you're probably the more picky eater out of.
yeah.
No, I'm very picky.
Okay,
Just
what do you
diet
not
wise.
like? To put it that way.
What do I not like? I don't like spicy food.
What,
Being a
I,
Filipino,
I can't do spicy because
A lot of our guests
I just can't do spicy.
haven't been able to do spicy.
no. Hey, we should do the hot ones or some sort of challenge, like while we're
Dude,
doing
I'll do
while
it.
doing the podcast. That'd be
No.
great.
You know what? We could
That would
do
be
some.
fun.
We could do a separate pod. I mean, like another episode where
Like
we
a
just do something
sub-episode?
that's kind of like food related and stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be
Spicy
great.
challenge.
Yeah, you.
Oh, but I would suck at that. Though.
Well, yeah, me too. But like,
I guess that'd be the fun.
It's like ask each other personal questions while we're.
Where you're dying on the inside.
yeah.
The host of that show is actually very impressive.
Oh, he's
like, he can handle
amazing.
like sometimes you could see his like guest like coming apart at the seams, and he's just fine. I'm like,
He's trained, man. He's been doing this thousands of episodes. That's how you
I
keep the
just-
show going.
I just imagine I'm like the next morning on the toilet must be brutal.
Man, there has to be a recovery process.
Because if it burns going in, it's gonna burn
not-
going out.
Not unless you get the extreme levels.
Well, it depends on the body too, because my body is very sensitive in any
Me too.
anything. So
Okay, because I eat spicy food and it doesn't
oh,
start
see,
going out. So.
I can't be spicy.
yeah, me, I'll react quick.
So a spicy food is a hard no for you. Anything else? Any other food that you just don't like the taste of?
Do you like sour?
I love sour.
Okay.
I love sour candy. Sinigang is a Filipino dish. I literally just had it yesterday too. I love sour.
Have you had the super cola?
Super
like-
cola?
Yeah, it's like the little sour cola candy from
No, I
those
haven't.
Asian stores. That's pretty good.
Have I had it? No, I haven't been eating a lot of candy because like braces and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I love
Or
candy.
is a candy?
Yeah, I know.
enthusiast.
You always talk
Yeah.
about candy corn and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I like candy.
What's your to-go candy bar, Jeremy?
It's not really a candy bar, but it's dark chocolate. I guess yeah,
That's
it is a
actually good
candy
for
bar.
you.
No,
Yeah.
that's I'm very boring and weird like that. Like if I'm gonna eat something, I want it to be beneficial for me, and I learned to like it. Even though it doesn't taste good for like the first half a year or whatever, I learned to like it. I'll force myself.
You just force yourself.
Because I never liked dark chocolate. It's trash. I hated it. And then I started to like try different types of dark chocolate, processed, unprocessed, whatever, cacao and stuff like that, different percentages. And I'm like, oh, there's actually good ones.
That's kind of like. Did you drink wine or anything? Did you have to? Like,
I hated wine. So
Do you
it,
drink wine now, or
I can drink it, but I won't like it. I'm
so
like,
is
I
that
won't
alcohol
enjoy
in
it.
general,
I
or
hate.
is it-
I don't like alcohol.
Okay.
I don't like. I could do seltzers and stuff.
I like alcohol too much.
Do you like the taste or
Well,
the
he's a
effect?
bartender.
Well, that's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
I've just been drinking for so long. I started drinking when I was like 17.
Well, it's probably
So-
part of your
and then,
culture, right?
like, no,
Oh, you just downed
you
it.
know, it was like the whole thing is like my last year. I mean, of high school.
Oh, you
going
just
to-
downed
going to
it.
college. No, I just drank beer or something like when I was really young, and then
Yeah.
like over the years I start. You know, I was a party boy for like forever. I
Were you in
mean,
any frats and stuff like that?
I wasn't, but
I could see you in
I was a
frat.
club head for the longest time. So
Yeah.
I was a nightclub goer. Like, I mean, that's. I mean, it's not nothing to be proud of, but I like. That's what I was, and a lot of my friends were too.
Yeah.
We like dancing, we like partying, we like just
Yeah.
going out in social situations.
Yeah.
It was just great for like I'm a very extroverted person.
Right.
So-
I feel like it's kind of your guys' therapy. You know?
Yeah. And then I became a bartender. Of course, I've been bartending for a decade now. So like I've tasted a lot of drinks. So you just kind of build a taste for different types of drinks
Exactly.
and things like that. So, but it's good because what I'm trying to do is dial it all back this year. That's one of my. You want to talk about New Year's resolutions? I want to cut back my drinking by a lot.
By half.
So far, I haven't been succeeding very much. You know what? I
Starting
have,
today.
You know, I have. I'll go like a few days, and then I'll be good, and then I'll be like, oh, I kind of feel like having a glass of wine. But, and then I'll be like, second glass of wine, third glass.
Okay. 3 after 3, you got it. But
And then I was like, I look at the bottle. Oh, there's no wine left.
well, the thing is, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, since you know this. Having wine out for a certain amount of time, it gets bad, correct?
Yeah, I mean, so
Because you kind
it
of have to
has
finish within a whatever period of time.
I think a few days though, right?
Yeah,
days? Okay.
well, it's not gonna go bad as far as it's not really gonna make you sick or anything. It's just not gonna taste that
That's good.
But
Oh,
yeah,
right.
what happens is after you open a bottle of wine, it actually if you give it some time, that's when it tastes the best. You let it breathe. That's what they say. You let it breathe, and then it lets out all the aromatics and. No, it the flavor just becomes like it comes into its own.
Okay.
You know, after
Okay.
you open it, and then after a while, then it starts doing like a slow decline, and that's usually starts happening after like several hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
But like after you open a bottle of wine, I mean,
Would you guys consider yourselves wine enthusiasts?
I'm more of like a social drinker, so I
Yeah.
don't typically like open a bottle of wine if I'm by myself at home. But
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
go
I see
out,
that.
yeah.
I see that.
I wouldn't say that I'm a wine enthusiast in any of the snobby sorts of ways where people try to like put wine on a pedestal and
Yeah.
they say, oh, so these are the tasting notes. Oh, it has a great nose on it. Look at the legs.
Yeah, yeah,
And, you know,
exactly what
you know, like I'm not like that. I mean, I drink wine. If it tastes good, it tastes good, and I'll drink it. I mean, I could have a $5 bottle of wine. I could have a $50 bottle of wine. As long as it tastes fine.
You know
it's
what's
good.
crazy? Like I've been wine tasting in Sonoma, right?
Uh-huh.
To them, they were like, "This is really good wine. This is the best," and stuff like that. I taste it. I hate it.
Yeah,
I have a cheap one. Was it like Stella Rosa, or maybe I'm
Yeah,
pronouncing
that's
it wrong.
delicious.
And
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of sugar in it. That's why.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the Stella Rosa is not really a typical wine. It's more like a wine that's marketed towards like partying and social gatherings and things
Oh.
like that. Because it's not. It's like you said. There's like sugar added to it. It's not. It's not like.
It's not real.
It's real, but not. It's not a traditional type of wine. It's not like a Cabernet. Like because usually for reds, there's like Cabernets. There's Pinots and
Okay,
Syrahs
yeah.
and like there's all different families of wine depending on what type of grape is being grown to
Right.
make that wine. But Stella Rosa is they kind of like process their shit basically.
Oh, I'm not gonna be drinking.
No, but it's delicious though. It's good. It's very palatable. Anybody can
it is.
drink it. Like all these other ones. I mean, yeah, they might sound fun and fancy, but they're just who cares? It's just wine.
Yeah.
Like I don't think people need to make a big deal. I would never buy a bottle of wine for $100.
Oh yeah.
That's
I'm
just
good off of
ridiculous.
that.
Even if I had a lot of money, I wouldn't do it. Like I've tasted some of the most expensive wines in the world because when I used to work for a restaurant, when I was a bar manager once, I was the buyer of wine for that restaurant.
Nice.
And so in that process, the distributors would come over to me. They would have me taste things. So I was like gifted a whole bunch of like really expensive wine. I popped them open and I was like, yeah, this tastes great. And some of them were $150 bottles, some of them were $100 bottles. But I was just like, in the end, I didn't see, I can't wrap my head around $100 bottle versus a $15 bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not that much of a difference to where this thing should be priced. This is all determined by human beings.
Yeah, it's
Branding
subjective.
Or just
Yeah.
people. It's just like we decided that this thing is valuable for some reason, and it's such bullshit.
No,
You know,
no,
it-
if we
it
make
is, it is.
a foreign the boy wine, we're gonna charge
Yeah,
$100.
yeah. I'm like $100. Give me some Molly.
Yeah.
Like straight up. Yeah, I'm not gonna give for a bottle of Cabernet. Are you kidding me? Give me some Molly. I'd rather get high off. Look. Yeah, give me some Molly.
So, question: since you've been bartending for a while, have you or do you do like freelance work for events, weddings? and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah. I
like
mean,
that?
that's kind of like not exactly what I do, but I work special events right now.
Nice,
But I
nice.
work directly for a venue.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so whenever there's it's sometimes corporate events,
Right.
weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever it might be, I bartend for those.
Mm.
And now like, there's certain, I said that thing about wine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, however, feel the same about like liquor. I think liquor is I can drink cheap wine, no problem. I could drink cheap beer, no problem. I mean, yeah, more expensive beer, more expensive wine
Yeah.
is going to taste a little bit better, right? But in the end, if you drink it cheap or drink it expensive, it's still going to have the same type of effects on you as far as your stomach goes. And like if you get a hangover,
Yeah.
you'll still get that with expensive beer and expensive wine, right? But with hard liquor, you want to drink something that's either medium quality or high quality. Because if you get the cheapest quality for liquor, the next day you feel like you've been hit by a truck. Like if you drink cheap liquor, you are going to feel like absolute trash the next day.
Man.
I mean, you'll taste the difference too. But the main reason why I don't drink cheap liquor is because it will ruin my day the next day.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't do anything.
So you have to have a recovery day if you're gonna get that bottom tier.
Yeah.
stuff.
So, but if you get like mid tier to like premium liquor,
Yeah.
you're usually fine the next day. Like wine hangovers are brutal.
Yeah.
Beer hangovers are brutal, but hard liquor, even though hard liquor is the strongest and it will get you drunk a little bit faster, if you get good hard liquor, you're not gonna feel as bad the next
Yeah.
day. People don't know this. I do. I'm an expert.
Yeah,
at
I
this.
would assume like you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a lot of experience in
Yeah.
that. Do you get hangovers?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I've never had a hangover.
I don't
I have
drink as
never had a
much.
hangover.
Because
Well, yeah,
the
that's the thing.
hangovers I
Like I was saying, my body's really sensitive that I will react quickly to any substance. So if I get drunk, it just takes me a couple shots. I'm so lightweight to everything.
Yeah.
Which there's pros and cons to that. So I guess I don't get.
It won't be expensive for
No,
you to
not at
feel
all.
something. Yeah.
Not at all. Like I could have a good time with or without anything. You know?
Good for you, man. Yeah. I need to. I'm definitely going to try to cut back this.
Yes.
good for ya.
Yes. And you know what? Thor could be your accountability.
Well, and the thing is, the main thing also for me is like drinking. The main thing I hate about drinking is, well, there's a couple things. So the next day, it makes me feel unproductive and not want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this is the main one that I hate about drinking. It always leads to me eating very bad. Like when I drink, I just want to have like,
Fried
I just
chicken.
want to stuff my face with something,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, this is bad because I like working out.
You still do calisthenics?
Yeah, I still do a lot of calisthenics, and I try to stay in
That's
shape.
great.
You know, especially at my age and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I work out a lot. In fact, before you guys came, I went to the gym this
Good.
morning.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Good.
that's something I've been consistent with for like a little over a decade now.
Good.
Yeah. So, you know, and I'm kind of doing myself a disservice by like eating a pile of food and not getting as lean as I want to, because I want to get like super lean. I want to be shredded. And
Yeah.
while I am in pretty good shape, I want to be like shredded.
Yeah, because
You know what
under
I mean?
this, you have a six pack. You're like pretty cut, right?
I was.
Oh, you was.
I was. I don't have a six pack right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Well-
need to drop about 10, 11 pounds. If I
Ah.
No. I need to drop about 15. if
Oh,
I'm-
15.
Yeah, because a lot of the last bit of my weight always sits right around my midsection.
Good.
And
Yeah.
I know what weight I need to be like absolutely ripped. And yeah.
Like the body percentage.
Yeah, my body fat percentage to get down to about like 11%. I'd have to lose about 15 pounds. Yeah.
From what I hear, alcohol also, like, let's say you work out in the morning, alcohol like cancels out that workout. That's from what I hear. Like, it's really not good for you.
I mean, it's not. It's poison. Let's call it what it is. It's fucking poison.
Legal poison.
It's poison that gives you a little nice feeling for like
A little bit.
I think everything in balance, everything in moderation, totally fine. But I was asking about freelance for you. Do you also do any freelance for like filmmaking and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I can. If
I mean, actors are basically, that's all just freelance.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
what
honestly, we're all entrepreneurs in our
Yeah.
own field, right?
it's basically contract work.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just contract.
exactly-
That's all it is. Yeah.
It's the hardest thing. You
Yeah,
know?
once you do you fulfill one contract,
You gotta find
you
the
have
next
to,
one.
You have to find
You're on the
another.
hunt.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's always what's next. There's always
Yeah.
perfecting things.
Jeremy, I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you, besides Scorned Waifu, The Guard Room, and the films you've done with Michael Fred, what have you done any other projects acting wise?
Yeah, my buddy Rico, he's from Ohlone College. He was doing, I believe his passion project's really cool. It's this character that I'm playing. What's my name? Is my name Nathan? I don't remember my name. Oh my gosh, it's been a couple months. I'm playing this character. It's a lead. I think it's like a 10-minute short, whatever.
Okay.
And it involves stunts and stuff like that with a
Ooh.
katana. And that was one of the most fun I've had. acting because I've loved like I always wanted to do something with swords and I wanted to portray and put that onto film. So I'm waiting for that to come out, and that was the most recent thing I did, I believe. Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to use a katana.
Yep.
Nice.
So before that, I was just researching how to hold it, how to use it, and this guy, I met him through Gabriel's. His name is Clifford.
Oh yeah, Zero.
Zero. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, very talented
He's
guy.
he's so talented. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, and he helped on the first day, and without him, oh my gosh, it would have been so trash and corny. But he knows how to use weapons and he knows how to make things look good. He's great. So huge props to him.
Was this the parking garage?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw a clip.
Yeah, that's the only clip
Okay.
that was
Yeah,
out there for
that
right
looks
now.
good.
So I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah, that's rad. I mean, that entire team of stunt people. I mean, they're so cool. And Zero's such a nice guy too.
He's so
man.
humble.
Yeah,
He's great.
He is.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and like his whole buddies and stuff like that. It's funny because one of the first films I ever been on, I met Gabe Rios, right? And then Gabe Rios introduced me to Wild Dogs, in which that was Long Streak, and that was the office scene, and then you guys were on
you
it.
were in the office.
Yeah.
I was in
that's
the office scene,
right.
and then it kept leading on to different projects and stuff. That's why I really respect Gabe Rios and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally nothing could have happened.
It's all about those
without him.
connections, man.
It really is. It really
Yeah,
is.
I mean,
Just be
like-
professional, be easy to work with.
Yeah, especially here in the Bay Area. Like,
Yeah, it's a
everybody's
tight-knit group.
So connected. Like,
It's
like
it's
one-
amazing.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally, and it really works out once you have that community.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty awesome. I like that. You know,
I love
like
that.
I like that it's a smaller community.
Exactly.
cool.
Exactly.
And you said you were working on the next Wild Dogs production? Were you cast? Ooh.
Hopefully.
It's probably the same film that I'll be on.
I believe so, because
What's-
early February.
What's the genre he's doing this time?
Action?
Action. I don't think we should say too much about it. I
Yeah, I was
think,
like, is it action?
Fred and Ellie want.
Why I'm just curious. It's like
I believe it's action.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's action.
Yeah.
And it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fun. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Freddie's pretty like, they're pretty strict about like how much.
No spoilers.
Yeah. So I don't want to,
Yeah.
cross any lines with too much info.
Yeah, but definitely like hopefully like in the next few months we'll start to talk about it. And stuff
for
like
sure.
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Well, you think it's gonna be a good one?
I hope so.
You hope
I hope
so?
so because
Okay.
I'm already working on the lines and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I know how Fred is. He gets really like passionate about his project. So I really want to like
Yeah, we'll talk more about it off camera. I think we're working on the same thing.
definitely
But yeah, I mean,
excited.
yeah,
Very excited.
Yeah,
And yeah, I haven't worked with you for a while, so
yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
I know I missed the Scorned Waifu days. And those are
Ah.
fun times.
that was fun, man. I mean, I just like
Smiles all around.
Dude, it was like the chemistry of our cast was really good.
Yeah.
Like, even off camera, like when we
Yeah.
were filming, I just remember having like really good
I remember
conversations.
waiting for food. I think it was waiting for Chipotle. You, me, and Kim, my mom. We were just talking, and it was just so genuine and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I know I was really worried the first day, like before like you had all like acted or met. I was like, hopefully the chemistry is good.
Yeah, yeah, and funny thing is, some of us knew each other.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think that was Kim's like last project before she kind of
Is she done?
for now
Yeah,
because she's pregnant right now. So
yeah. and
Congratulations.
Is she pregnant again? Didn't she? She already had her baby.
I think this is the first one.
Oh wait, no, I'm talking about Deanna because Deanna had a kid
I
right
know,
after.
They both have similar names, Deanna, and then there's Kim.
Oh,
I'm talking about the
Yeah, I was talking about my mom. And then
the one that played your mom,
Yeah,
Deanna.
yeah.
Yeah, she moved.
Diana.
I think she moved. I
San
think
Diego.
she's still acting, but
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
not as much.
Not sure.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean that was great. I mean, like we ended up having really good chemistry. Everybody had a lot of fun. You know?
Yeah, a lot of learning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learning stuff.
you got to learn about waifu culture. Did you know anything about?
I knew some
okay.
of it. I just knew it was just like just old dudes in the attic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Because I don't think Boynton knew much about
it's really
anime
like
culture.
antisocial.
I was just like,
losers. Oh fuck! They
no.
not losers. Not losers. Y'all not losers.
Cut that out.
Yeah. Cut that out.
We're not judging.
The culture is great. Every culture and subculture is
but-
amazing.
I'll tell you what. I was just like, when I first watched this. I mean, like
Read the
I was,
script?
and then I found out what a waifu thing was. I was a little horrified because when I started, I was horrified after I started doing research. I was like, ooh.
Is this real?
Like some of the things these guys do with their pillows, I'll keep it at that.
Yep.
Well, you just be careful of the Google searching there, you know.
Yeah.
That's right. That is right.
All right, Boynton, any last minute questions for Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh,
any
yeah,
last
no,
minute
no.
questions?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was gonna add one more thing.
Yeah. What?
After I heard about this waifu culture, I heard of something called a yandere. Do you know what a yandere is?
Yes.
Oh, I had to memorize the yandere.
Tsundere.
A
Tsundere.
yandere is
some
like
shit like
an
that.
obsessed anime character girl that she's
a trope.
Goes to the point there where she's so obsessed with the guy that she wants to kill him.
Something like that. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
watch like an anime like Future Diary or School
I
Days.
can't believe there's so and a lot of these terms they only come in a Japanese word because there's no like direct translation of what this is.
Well, I believe it's their culture. Like it originated in their culture, so they label it.
Okay.
Tsundere is like the character who acts like she hates you, but she's secretly.
Why do you? How do you memorize this? How do you know this?
Anime fan.
Yeah, but like you actually know all the 17.
Well, I don't know like all the 17, but I know because like Tsundere and Yandere are like
The top two.
Like, the
Oh,
top two,
okay.
yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I know. I only knew it just for the scene.
yeah. I mean, it's all like info like that I kind of got along the way, but
Yeah.
Exactly. It really opened my mind to that.
Because you know, Boynton's a hardcore anime fan now.
That's
He has
right.
Glass of Wine.
He's the best. His glass around. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not against anime because I do like some shows, and there's
Yeah.
some great ones that I grew up with. I loved.
Dragon Ball Z, probably.
I didn't watch
No?
any series per se. I mean, except for I did watch a mini series called Oh My Goddess. I did watch
My Goddess.
I know that one.
Ninja Scroll. Before we are you guys like fans of Miyazaki? Yeah.
I watched the most recent one like twice.
Yeah, the what is it
The
called?
Boy and the Heron?
Boy and the Heron. Have you seen
I
it?
haven't seen it yet. I've heard good
Okay.
I
things.
heard it's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is everything is hand drawn, right? This is
Oh,
like,
is it?
Yeah.
dude.
Wow.
He's keeping 2D animation alive.
That's right.
You know, I was just listening to another podcast, and they were saying that why do people want 3D? Like,
over
there's
2D?
so much you can do with 2D.
Yeah.
Why do we need to try to make everything look more realistic?
Yeah.
I don't need to see realistic. This is realistic as
Yeah, we live realistic.
yeah. I want to see
So-
2D animation. It's so much prettier.
It ages
pleases
better.
your
It
eye.
ages way
Yeah,
better.
and it's just like everything looks like a freaking Pixar film now. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't need to see that.
I'm fatigued off of all this 3D stuff. So
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think the trend's coming around because Spider-Man.
Oh, you're right.
Animated,
You're very
I
right.
think it showed
Good,
like
good.
Ninja Turtles.
we can stylize things a bit more.
The Turtles, I understand if they want to do the
Wait, was it 3D?
the what do you call it? The CG.
I think they used some 3D, but they stylized it.
Yeah.
More arty, so it had its own look.
But I do really want to see the Boy and the Heron.
Yeah, it's a long movie. But
I
would you
don't
watch it
mind.
dub or sub? I watched them both.
So people might give me hate for this,
Uh-huh.
but with anime, I prefer to watch dub
Mm,
because I want to. Because look, it doesn't look weird with the lips moving like dubbed over a live action film. That looks weird. So I'd rather watch that sub, right? But for animated films, I'd rather just watch it dubbed so I can focus on the animation.
I could respect that.
Dubbing has gotten a lot better than
Yeah.
it was like in the 90s. So
I'll respect only this movie because they have such a great cast of voice actors.
Okay.
And I didn't know until after. I only knew Robert Patterson
Okay.
was in it. And I was like, yeah. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, there's this person, this person, this person.
here's the thing about subbed is since like we don't speak the language, we can't tell like what a good or bad performance is.
Yeah, yeah.
So like,
All I know is they have the best.
it's like, because, you know, like some people, they're like, you know, if you watch the subs, there's no bad performances. It's like, well, you don't speak the language.
Yeah, you don't speak the language.
Wrong, I guess.
You know, I tried because have you guys seen? You guys watched Squid Game before, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so I watched Squid Game. Of course, I watched it completely subtitled, right?
Yeah.
And then like I tried watching it a second time around, and I went through a few episodes with a dub.
It's so funny.
It was trash.
It's
Oh.
really.
I
I mean,
like,
no, they did their best. They really did, but it just they really lack the emotional punch that you get from the people that are actually speaking the
Right.
language. It's just
Right. Props to the voice actors who do that though. That's an amazing job.
It's a hard job to do. So it
Get
has
paid
nothing-
well too.
Again, but it just doesn't. It's
Quite fit,
weird.
yeah.
I feel like it doesn't encapture like the sense of the gravity
yeah,
of that.
the essence.
You know? Yeah,
of
exactly.
what's being said. By the way, I love Squid Game. I can't
love
wait
Squid
until season 2 drops,
Yeah.
man.
Did you watch the reality TV show?
No.
they made? No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's entertaining. I heard like the conditions behind the filming like weren't the best.
Oh, really?
Because I heard like when they had to do, you know, the running,
Yeah.
the red, white, green, white,
Yeah.
they had to like stay frozen for like an hour because they had to like review the footage. And then so they were like, it took like 9 hours to film, and I guess it was like really cold.
Can you imagine what those extras are
And then
going
some
through?
people like collapsed, but then you're like, oh, I can't help this person because then I would have to move, so I have to be awkwardly.
That's tragic.
Yeah, because when you watch it edited, they make it seem like it's like 5 minutes, but no.
Oh, it's always like that, right?
That reminds me, in protection detail. Well, I can't even really. I don't want to reveal any too much about that film, but there's this one part where I was supposed to stay completely still, and I didn't know that. Like, I was like, oh wait, are we still in the wide shot? And I was just like, for some reason, I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, oh, I've been moving around the whole time, and then they had to like.
Were you moving around a lot, or were you just like
Just like casually, you know, but like I was completely in frame, you know what I mean? I was like, and I was supposed to be completely still, so it's just funny, and they had to fix that in post.
they did?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So,
You know, you live and learn.
Alright.
all right.
Well, I think Jeremy, you gotta make some more chicken runs, right?
Yes, I do. I
Yeah.
have to get back on the clock. You know?
Dude,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, this has been an awesome conversation, man.
I know,
Like,
it's good.
I feel like we could just keep going if we
Yeah,
wanted
probably.
to,
Probably.
But you know, like all good things, they must come to an
Yeah,
end.
you can always come back.
Yeah, who
drop
knows?
off more chicken.
Yeah,
Probably a part 2.
yeah,
Different
definitely.
chicken, different
Yeah,
topics.
all of our guests are welcome back.
So yeah. So thanks for coming on, Jeremy. It was great talking with you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
definitely.
thank you.
And
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Really appreciate it.
yeah.
Thanks for
Hopefully
having
we'll
me.
be working on more films in
Yeah.
the future. So
Yeah, definitely. If you always need, like, let me know if you need help with your films.
for
Definitely.
sure.
Definitely.
Definitely.
All right. Well, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a
Like, comment, and subscribe.
and leave a cool comment for us. We
Yes,
always like to
yes.
see those comments.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what's a for a question out there that they can answer in the comments?
What is your New Year's resolution?
Oh, okay, good job.
I'm like, I know New Year's resolutions are like whatever, but I've been getting into it.
Hey.
I've been getting into
No.
it. I really want to know you guys' New Year's resolution. I want you guys to stick to it because I'm very passionate about mine. And you know,
Okay.
if you say it, you got to do it.
You heard Jeremy. He's going to come after you if you don't do your New Year's resolution.
right.
So, Boynton, you better
That's
watch
right.
out.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
But we'll
Yeah. Stay up to date.
see you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Thor and the Boy is brought to you by Magical Hammer Productions. Our producer is Boynton Paek. This podcast is edited by Michael Thordarson. Thanks to our music tracks. Our intro track is Next Steps by Half.Cool and our ending music is Honky Tonk Jazzy theme created by Freedom Trail Studio. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast and stay tuned for the next episode.